Alright, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Ka'alam la Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kwakodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders grand millstone, and Shalom to all you brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kwakodash. Alright. And this right here is going into the Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, and this is part 2. So let's go ahead and get Revelation 3 and 10. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them, the will upon the earth, man. All right, and then as you watch the first part, I'm going into the situation that happened to coming up at my workplace, and that's something we have to overcome, because Easter's gonna try and show you all these it's like you're threatening you or you're losing your job, this and that. But hey, by the end of the day, man, you can't look back. You gotta give it up and move on to the next, and have faith that Yahweh Shimon Shah is gonna cover you, man. Hey, we can read about our forefathers, on the things they had to face. So hey, it's the book of Hebrews chapter 11 verse 8 real quick. It says here, by faith Abraham, when he was called to go out to the place which he should which he should after receive for inheritance, obeyed, and he went now, not knowing whether he went. You see? So hey, that right there, man, hey, that's that's moving, to somewhere else, okay, and not knowing where you're going and all that. All right, but and Abraham did that. The father of faith, man. That's Abraham, and that's our forefather. All right, and we got what read about him and learn of him. Okay, when you read Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. Let's go ahead and grab it. I don't want to, record the scripture. It's always good to go on and read it. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, thou we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, man. Right, let's go here. I want to say something here. I know the word patience is mentioned in the book of Revelation 3 and 10. I want to see this here if it's the same thing, right? In the NLT says here, such things are written in the scriptures a long ago to teach us, and the scriptures give us hope and encourage as we wait patiently for God's promise to be fulfilled, man. You see? And that's what the scriptures were written for. Us learning, and also what to be confident about them, and to be able to endure unto the promise that was be promised to our forefathers, of which we believe we are those, man, back here again, man. So the word patient he says, I'm gonna play it here.
Strong's G 5281. Palmane.
Palmane, right? And then it says here, steady fastness, consistency, endurance in anti the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose, and his loyalty to faith and pity by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Yahushua is our man, okay, and some of our the disciples, some of our forefathers even back then as well, even it says and New Testament, but hey, there was a man who had to go through that as well. Patiently and steadfastly, a patient, steadfast, waiting for, a patient, enduring, sustained perseverance, man. And our word perseverance is what in NLT, when you go Revelation 3 and 10 here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it here real quick, man. I had so much precept to bring up, but Lord willing, I can bring them up. So it's the same thing, that's the same meaning, you see. So we can, so as you can see, the patient here in Revelation 3 and 10, it's all Romans 15 and 4. It's the same meaning, okay? because I kept the word of my patient. Okay, being being patient and all that, steadfast in His truth here. You're gonna be all right. Okay, you're gonna be protected, and this is what brings Isaiah chapter 3. Slack your brothers. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, it says, "And wisdom knowledge shall be the stability of that times, and strength for salvation. The fear of the Yahweh is his treasure." You see? And when you go here and look up the word stability, right? It goes into the word of stability, stable, something like that, of faith. It's like I don't want to record it wrong. It says here, right? When you look up that word stability, right? It says yeah, I'm gonna pray.
Strong's H 530.
Emunah,
Emunah.
right? And that's Hebrew. So it's like your brothers that my Hebrew is not that great. You brothers will come on and tell you straight up.
Strong's H 529. A moon. A moon.
So emunah, that's no, that's that's not the true Hebrew right there as well. But it says here, right, the meaning of that word stability, it goes into, let's go look up. It says here, right, firmness, fidelity, steadfastness, and steadiness. And when you look up here in a strong definition, it says, all right, it says here, literally, famous, figuratively, figuratively, scary, moral, fidelity, faithful. It's like faith or faithfully or faithfulness. A man, set office, stability, steady, truly, true, verily, man. So it says here, right? Our wisdom, knowledge shall be what? Thy stability of thy times. Going to, gotta be, your faith gotta be stable, man, in these times, and strength of salvation, and the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So if you fear Yahweh Shem Yashar, right, within these times to come, you gonna be all right, man. You just gotta have that faith and belief, that if you say no to the Yah, the Most High is gonna cover you. You know, you just gotta be that man, that godly man. Let's go to the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 64. "Wherefore ye, my sons, be variant." The word variant, when you go into it, goes into be warrior. You know, let's look up the word variant, valiant, man. It's a valiant, valiant. It says here, right? Possessing or showing courage or what? Determination. She made a valiant effort to hold her anger in check. Man, what are you? Fuck the user. We use a woman for. It says it's similar, brave, fearless, courageous. All right. And there's all these, similar that you can, go into and see about, man. Be valiant, man. In the other way, don't be a fucking coward. Be a man. It says here, "Wherefore you, my sons, be valiant and show yourselves man." You see, show yourselves man in the behalf of the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So don't take this yab. You ain't supposed to be doing that. All right. You can read about the seven brothers, in his second Maccabees or hold on. Yeah, second Maccabees chapter 7, man. The seven sons, what happened to them? What they were what? You know, they were valiant, okay, man. They showed themselves man, and they didn't what? Eat swine, okay, and they died, man. They got killed for that. And guess what? We gotta do the same thing. All right. It says here, "Wherefore ye, my sons," First Maccabees 2:64. "Wherefore ye, my sons, be valiant, show yourselves man in the behalf of the Lord, for by it shall ye obtain glory, man. You shall what? Inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Don't be scared, man. Let's go. Courage. What's the in the book of Joshua, right? Hold on, let me see. It's book of Joshua or Judges. Joshua 1 and 8. This is the book of Joshua 1 and 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou might thou mightst observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. All right, turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mightst prosper whithersoever thou goest, man. You see that? So don't turn away from now. Stay now. All right, stay with this. Stay with what was written in this book, man. And how about Shemshah is gonna direct you, man. Direct your footsteps. Verse 8: This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, thy mouth. Be thou but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Especially these times we're living in, because we're gonna need it. Or else you're gonna find yourself fucking folding, man. You're gonna find yourself folding and taking this damn yacht to keep your damn check and shit, to keep your house or your car or rent going. No, man. No. Okay, that thou must observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then shalt thou make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success, and the good success comes with a kingdom. All right, this ain't gonna happen of oh, I say no to it, and then I say no. There's sufferings you have to go through. You gotta be tried, man. All right, verse 9, and I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna show you some. All right, in the book of Zechariah, verse 9, have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord Yahweh thy power is with thee whatsoever thou goest. You see? Let's read that in the NLT, man, real quick and come back. This is my command: be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged. For Yahweh, thy power is with you wherever you go. So wherever decisions you make, Yahweh Shemeshah is gonna direct you and show you where to be at, man. So don't be afraid, man. If anything, give the middle finger to Esau, and that's how it's gonna be. You gotta be a man. Show yourself as a man. Be very, man. Be very, be determined. Show your determination for this truth, man. Because if you don't, then hey, you know how it's gonna be. This is the book of Isaiah 41. It's like Isaiah chapter 43 in verse 1. Let me see. But now thou saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee, and have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. And this is the elect, baby. They been called and been redeemed already. We just gotta wait and go through this little suffering we have to go, and all things shall be good, man. All things shall be good. Let's jump to verse 5, right? Fear not, for I am with thee. I'll bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. That's, the so-called, the America, west, okay? You're going to be brought back to what, to east where we belong, man. Okay, through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or through Yahweh Shah, should I say, it's like, through Yahweh Shah, man, okay? So don't be afraid, man. Be afraid not, meaning don't be afraid, man. Okay, fuck this devil, man. What can he do? Let's go to the book of Romans real quick. Romans chapter 8. This is the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? No one. And we know the scripture says, man, once let's go. It's like I don't want to say what the scripture says if I can get it out and prove it, This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39, right? See now that I am, see that now I am he, and there's no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. You see that? So come on, Yahweh Bashim Yasha, that's the power we have to be filled of. And there's nobody who can deliver out of the Most High's hand. Most High, the Most High and His Son Yahushua's hand. Nobody can deliver, take you out of that. No one. It's the Most High of appointed you to receive salvation. Guess what? Esau can come and take you away. No. If the Most High is appointing you to be put to death, Esau can protect you. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Most High, that's the power you gotta be free of, man. So let's go ahead. I got 4 minutes. Can't go over 20 minutes. So let's go let's jump to Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9, right? And I'll bring the third part through the fire, okay? And we refine them as silver is refined, and we try them as gold is tried. Talking about the 1/3. They shall call my name, I will hear them, and I will say it is my people, and they shall say the power is my, it's like the Yahweh is my power. And this week, we're gonna go through through the what? Through the silver as refined, being tried through all this hell we're gonna be catching, man. That fire is gonna purify us. We're gonna be made. We're gonna be made as those pure, precious stones, man. But we have to go through this first, all right, to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They have to die. It comes with it. The kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai comes with that, man. Yahushai went through it. So who the fuck are you to think you can do? You can't just walk into the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Yahushua had to come here and do the work. So you have to do the same work he did. Okay? 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, thinking no stranger concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strangers thing happened unto you. And this is this is it's gonna be it, man. It's gonna be a lot going on, where you have to go where it's gonna come at you and trying to, threaten you, taking your job away, and you're gonna feel like left, you're gonna feel like Yahweh Shemashai have forsaken you. But really, no, that's when your faith gotta kick in, like Yahweh, man. And he felt like he was forsaken, but he knew, okay, boom, there's no way out of this. The way out of this is for me to go through his fire. So, when you feel like that, guess what? It's for you to go through that fire, man. It's for you to go through that fire that Yahweh had to face. Okay, and all of us must face that fire, man, to be true, to be purified. All right, we have to face it. Okay, last precept is this right here, and it's like I think there's more precept we can bring up, but if you brothers, and sisters, it's like if you brothers out there want to leave, precepts upon comment box, hey, feel free to go ahead, man. And I said, sisters, and you sisters, you can say, Shalom, this and that, good lesson. That's about it. Okay. All that teaching shit, leave, hey, that's what these other camps, man. Right, is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 3. Chapter 2. It's like 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushai Hamashiach, man. You see that? Thou therefore endure hardness, hard times, man. Let's look up that word hardness real quick. Endure hardness, it says here, to suffer. See, endure evil, hardships, troubles, to be afflicted. So we have to endure that, man, first, as a good soldier of Hamashiach. It says here, no man that worth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he might please that he might please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Let's read that in NLT and close of the lesson. He says here, right? Soldiers don't get tied up in the phase of this civilian life, for then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them. So if you're gonna be caught up with the phase of this life, you cannot please Yahweh. Why Yahweh shot, man? Therefore, you end that soldier, man. Yahweh shot chose you to be a good soldier, where you gotta be willing to go through that hotness, okay, through that afflicted time, afflicted situations. It's like here, 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they might also obtain salvation, which is in it's like which is in Hamashiach Yahawashah with eternal glory, man. So we gotta do all things for the elect's sake, man. Okay, that way we might obtain salvation, which is in who Yahawashah Hamashiach with eternal glory, man. And that's the kingdom, all right. So we must face these things, man. We must go through it. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry, man. No matter what happens, keep pushing hard, man. Okay, but what? Watch all things in all things and endure what hard times, man. Okay, to make what the proof of that ministry, proof of this work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 7. Bear with all things, believe with all things, hope with all things, endure with all things. So there you have it, man. And that's how we're gonna overcome this devil, man. By believing, okay, by by believing and bear with all things, hope with all things, and endure with all things, man. That's how we're gonna overcome him, and that takes faith. You need faith to go through that, man. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 15, and so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. You see, and that's what Abraham. So we got like I read Romans 15 and 4, man. Abraham was a man of faith, man. And he was counted righteous as a righteous man by his faith. So we gotta have that faith, man, to be counted as righteous man or to be counted as a godly man. So Lord willing, this lesson was to edify to you brothers out there and sisters out there, and slack you for stuttering and pronouncing wrong the words wrong. So slack you for that, man. Like English is not my bloody first language, so get an A, but you gotta do it, man. Gotta do it. But as I say, hopefully it was edified. And again, Tawada to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kwakodash, and a double what is it? Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Grand Millstone, and shalom to all you brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. And just stay strong and just, keep your eyes wide open, because Easter's coming, man, and it's coming with our great wrath. And within this great wrath, we're gonna be tempted, man. So shalom.